Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. Let's just get YouTube connected here, get everything set up, get the technologies running. Want to make sure everything is working here. Expecting a nice day in the market today. We have some data here coming out, a lot of Fed data actually. And I'll be sharing my screen in just a few minutes. Just get a link going and we're good to go. Here we go. Let me just repost this for you. There we go. Let me repost this for you here. And we are ready to go. All right, let me just post this YouTube link over here. Blow this up. Brian, David, CJ, Zenmaster, Jill, Ivano, Tom, John, good morning. Let me just share my screen here. Clyde was here a few minutes ago. He just took off. I guess he and I didn't agree on market direction. We got Ricky, we got Peter, we got Robert, we got Omar, we got Cam. Good morning, Cam. Wayne, John, Tom. We got a lot of people here. Motown guy, Pat, Jody. Let's pray to God that that Moondog is doing well. We'll give the room a few minutes to get started. Nina, good morning. Dave, good morning. Darren, good morning. Dave, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing great today. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It's a Thursday. I couldn't sleep today. I woke up about an hour earlier. My wife woke me up. We have visitors in our house, so there's a lot of movement. Stephen on board. There you go. Good, Stephen. Zenmaster, Ken, Richard. Look at that. We got over 100 people in less than 72 seconds. That is fantastic. All right. My rule of thumb is we usually wait till we have 100 people and then we begin. Again, it's Thursday. As you guys can see here, the NASDAQ right now is up about 50 points. The Dow is up about 120 points. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Infinitely. Art. Richard, good morning. Ali, good morning. Good morning. By the way, I had a little extra time this morning because I couldn't sleep. Good morning, Steve. So I highlighted all the earnings that already came out. The ones that beat expectations and are up are in green. The ones that did not beat expectations are in red. And the ones that didn't have earnings yet, that don't come out till after the close, I believe, is non-highlighted. So Baba did not do well. Walmart is kicking ass. JD is kicking ass. And DE is kicking butt. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Also, just FYI, today in the VIP room, let me give you the link to the VIP room. At 11 a.m., I'll be talking about, here you go. I'm going to be talking about debit spreads for expensive stocks. So yesterday in the pit, I gave you guys Eli Lilly. And I got it's a $900 stock, and I got two emails, just two, but they were both asking me the same question. Roger, how do you take advantage of expensive stocks if you don't have a small account? So today in the pit, I'm going to be talking about how to trade expensive stocks very cheaply with debit spreads. If you guys would like to see it, so you could how to trade a $900 stock for like $5, $3 with debit spreads. I'll be doing that today in the VIP room at 11 a.m. Here is the link again. Don't miss Cam and Gustavo's show. Wow, that's pretty cool, Dr. Serena. Keep me posted, please. We need an actuary around here. So I know that if I get an email or if I get two emails, that means that several people are asking the same question. And I know that several folks want to be able to take advantage of swing trades very cheaply in the pit. So I'm going to be giving you how to trade. So yesterday, again, we had Lilly. A lot of people are still holding it overnight. You'll be able to take profits this morning. Good morning, Rebecca. But I'll be teaching that in the pit today, how to trade cheap options on very expensive stocks. Okay. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know, because that's the agenda today. Ricky, I'll let you know at the open after we open the pit. But I'm glad that you made 37% on Lily. Not bad. I hate you. I guess you guys hate the pit, right? The pit must not be a good program for you guys. I'll let you know, Ricky. I'll let you know. Keep an eye on the Telegram channel. I will let you know. 1 second. Let me just post that here, and we can move on. Brent says, yes, thank you. Raj says, sounds interesting. Dr. Serena says, sounds interesting. All right. So if you guys want to see me do a demonstration of how to do cheap spreads, I will do that. Clay says, love the pit. Me too. I love the pit too. I was working in Novellis, needs to know how other symbols. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that today at 11 a.m. in the pit. And again, here is the link for that. Here's the link. It's happening at 11 a.m. today. Yeah, that's the one, Penny. And we still have the bonus spread from yesterday as well. So we got a couple of things to keep us busy. It's been a pretty busy week in the pit, actually. All right, so here are the earnings. The predominant earnings have come out. Good morning, Dylan. The predominant earnings have come out better than expected. So the market is getting a little tailwind from that. Not as much tailwind as I expected in light of the good earnings. I mean, Walmart beat expectations, JD. That means retail is looking really, really, really good. Good, Rise. I'll be talking about that at 11 a.m. So far, we're looking pretty good. We have a slew, yes, I said a slew of economic data. We've got jobless claims today. I'm really not concerned about this report. If you recall, last week, this report moved the market 30 points. Yeah, the calendar spread is still there, Penny. Nothing changed with that one. We'll see how the volatility acts this morning. If I can get out of here, I can actually be at work by the time the market opens, so I can give you guys actionable ideas at the open and not 10 minutes later. So I'm going to try to get out of here 10 minutes earlier today. So I'm looking at continued claims. This number's, again, going to come in right at the range, and I'm not expecting anything major from it. But we do have retail sales today. Retail sales are very important, especially because we have Walmart and JD reporting, and Baba too. So we have heightened awareness. Yes, I said heightened awareness for retail today. There are two sectors you need to watch today very carefully, and that's retail and financials, and I'll explain to you why. There's a reason for it, okay? So we also have, if you guys think that the morning is done, we also have industrial production before the opening, and we have business inventories. So we're going to have a very interesting opening and a very interesting trading day today, especially the fact that the CPI and PPI are behind us. Now, and then tomorrow we have consumer sentiment and housing starts. Again, as I mentioned, the two sectors you want to pay attention to today are financials and retail. What about technology? I'll talk about that in a minute. Not as much as you would like to think, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So again, here are the earnings. 3 out of 4 are better than expected. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Applied Materials is after the closing bell today. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's after the closing bell. But these are the big ones. Tomorrow we have nothing, so we will not have any more time spreads this week unless there's some sneaky ones today that are coming out. Let's take a look. Thursday night, yeah, Applied Materials is tonight. Ross Stores is tonight. Keep an eye on retail. And then tomorrow you have a couple, so there probably won't be any time spreads. We'll see how we unwind Cisco and if we unwind it today or not. You can already talk about that trade, Penny, since you can't put it on anymore. It's pretty much done. It's either going to be a yay or a nay. We did a time spread on Cisco yesterday in the pit for 14 cents. The word on the street is some got it for 13 cents. That's it, Dr. Serena. Let's see if we can cross 500 today. So again, we have a lot of Fed data. Keep your eye on the indices, and I'll give you guys key levels to keep an eye on today, okay? Crude oil. Well, crude oil is above the 200-day moving average. There are some stocks that are looking good, but we are pinched between the 100-day and the 200-day. We did have crude oil inventories data come out today. It was not instrumental in light of the CPI. I'd like to see crude oil stay above the 200-day. If the crude oil falls below 200-day, I will instruct you not to take any. There you go, Penny. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Hey, Ralph, how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, Dr. Serena, we're making some momentum in the pit in the pre-market must watch. We're getting some momentum in here. Here, thanks, Dr. Serena. There we go. All right. And remember, customer service live from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Cam and Gustavo show, link in your members area. So let's be extra careful with crude oil. And there was one stock that I gave you yesterday, which is ONEOK, OKE ticker symbol. Be careful with it because we are pinched right now. We are pinched between two major moving averages, I tell you. Actually, we're pinched between the year-to-date VWAP, the 200-day moving average, and immediately above that, you have the 50-day and the 100-day. So you've got some. We're going to be in the twilight zone, I think, here for a while. Nice, Rich. 12. Look at you. Gary says GM discharged today. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Good for you, Gary. Good for you. So be careful. Be careful over here. What about gold? I still like gold. Gold is still above the 8-day EMA. I actually have two gold stocks that are on my radar today. I'll give them to you in just a few minutes. But I like gold. I like how gold is moving back above this level. I like this ascending triangle business that we're building here. That looks really good. It looks like we can go higher. Now, am I going to be buying gold the commodity? No. But should have kept Foot Locker, right, Dr. Serena? But you guys made money. Who took profits yesterday in Stealth Surge, Weekly Cash Flow, and 4 profits off the table yesterday? And that's not including the pit. Good for you. Good for you, Richie. Dr. Serena should have kept Foot Locker, right, in light of the Nike pop. But you guys made about 17, 18% on that. That's a gap to green trade. Ah, look at you sneaky rascal, Dr. Serena, holding Foot Locker on the down low. Good for you. Good for you. Taking a few liberties with Uncle Roger. We took 4, Ben, yesterday. We actually had 4 winners yesterday. We had here, let me show you. We had a winner on let's see. Weekly Cash Flow, Albemarle, Stealth Surge, Hershey's, True Trend Pro, KDP, and Pattern Trader, Uba. And Claire made money. In the pit to add insult to injury. Look at that. I mean, in the VIP room. That's good. Look at you, crafty beasts. Guys are making money. And Lily's up $3.32 this morning, by the way, for all of you overnighters out there. Okay, let's continue now. So I like gold. And I have 2 gold stocks on my radar, actually. What about the 10-year? Well, we got to be really careful with the 10-year. It's down this morning, which is not all that great. Look at you. 3 winners, puts killed it. Good, good, good. Yes, Colleen, they're all available on YouTube. Matter of fact, the link that you're watching right now, just highlight the link and ring the bell. If you guys are watching on YouTube, ring the bell, and you'll be able to get an update every time I go live on YouTube. Just saying. All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's continue. So be careful. If we start seeing the 10-year cool off today, and which we may because it's getting a little too far from the 8-day EMA, this may cause a little stomach upsetness in the stock market. If you see the bond market rally above this level yesterday, then we're still looking deflationary. You're welcome, Colleen. Yeah, just look at the link right here for this. For hit the link of where my mugshot, and you'll be able to do it. That's right. Also had a nice scalp on the dashboard. Yeah, look at you guys. Look at you making money. I like this. I like this. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's not get overly excited here. So 10-year, we're going to keep an eye on it. It's starting to lose its deflationary luster, which makes perfect sense in light of what we've been hearing from the Fed. But it's still above the 8-day EMA, and we haven't seen a candle like this. So we're still humming along in deflationary mode. All right, we're still humming along in deflationary mode. All right, so crude oil, being very careful here, have a huge resistance levels to the upside. Nice, Dave. Nice. Nice. That's good. Moondog in the hospital, going home today. As Buddy on Night Court said, I'm feeling much better now. Yay! Moondog is going home. That's very, very good. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's good. Very, very good. Good, 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 good. That's great, guys. Let's give Moondog a big thumbs up. Here, congrats, Moondog. All right. So commodities are stable. What about volatility? Okay, volatility is finally below the 20 level. We are now right above the all bets are off. Markets have no fear. If we break another level here, which will coincide with the S&P 500. Here, let me just go back here. Let me just give you a little roadmap here. Come on. This here, the volatility will continue moving lower as the SPY moves above the 50-day line. I'll talk about this in a minute. And that this is a major, major hurdle we have to overcome. And one of the reasons you're seeing volatility still at the 15 level is we don't know if this is going to overcome the 15 level. If this clears 15 level, we're going to see a nice little rally, and we're going to see volatility below 15. Okay, but we've got to see this break below 15. Also, we're going to see some algos try to bring this up today. Be very, very careful. Now, here's what happened last time. We broke the 50-day moving average. Algos rose up and pow, we got smacked and we came right back down. It happened right here, right here, right here, right here on this bar right there. See that? And then we got smacked. Be very careful, because if we turn this down right now, there's a potential for us to go all the way down here. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't think that's going to happen. But be careful here, because we have not completely crossed above the 50-day line. What I want to see is price action being very comfortable above the 50-day line. So far, we are not seeing that. And the QQQ, as you will see here, good, Rich, good. Here, let me put this here. Good, Moondog. Good, good, good. All right. So again, and if you look at the QQQ, we're not even close to the 50-day moving average. We're not even close. We're just between the 100-day and the 50. So we're going to have to be very, 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 very careful here. And again, we have a lot of Fed data today at 8:30. We got the retail and jobless claims, and we have industrial production. These three reports: retail sales, jobless claims, and industrial production. And we have a Fed speaker at 9:10. And Patrick Harker speaking at 1. All right. So again, we may have a tumultuous day today. And again, the bond market is not exactly right now very, very uppity. So the fact that indices are up, this is just pricing in global overnight data, which is keying off of US. So this is kind of piggybacking off of itself. The Russell 2000 is not even up this morning with the rest of the market up, which is telling us that interest rate sensitive stocks are not exactly rocking and rolling right now. and same thing with the mid caps. So again, let's be very carefully, and it's going to be risk on today, and we're going to be watching the 50-day very, very, very careful. So let's continue. Let's put everything together now, and then we'll broad back. And I'll show you another reason why I read these very carefully. So investors are waiting for a flurry of U.S. data, including retail, giant Walmart earnings. That's a 1-2 punch. Retail data and Walmart earnings. That's a double whammy right there. If retail data is bad, that could really post the market. Blue chips and NASDAQ and the S&P are all making an 8-day high. 8-day high is not a significant high. I want to see a 8-week high, a 10-week high, a 6-week high, a 1-month high, not an 8-day high. This is just a counter trend move. We talked about this at length yesterday. We need to see the S&P squarely trade above the 50-day. Look at technology. Technology can't even. This is technology, XLK. This is QQQ pretty much. Look at where this is right now. It can't even get to the 50-day line. Today, we're not even above yesterday's high yet. If you look at SMH, semiconductors, you will see that we are literally at the 100-day right now. So the S&P is at the 50-day, and the SMH is at the 100-day. And if we back off right now from here, and if we back off from here, again, I'm going back and forth, but I'm trying to show you all of this and explain to you all of this together. So if we back off of this right now, no soup for us. We got to be extra careful at these levels right now. Don't be a hero, okay? Don't be a hero right now. Really, don't be a hero. Wait, be patient. There's plenty of other stocks to choose from. Let's continue. Google. Now, one of the FANG stocks is actually on my A-line short list today. I'll talk about that in a bit, but that's not a good sign for FANG stocks. 2% there. The U.S. Department of Justice is going after them for being a monopoly. It was just a matter of time. Core CPI, which excludes volatile food and fuel prices, eased to 3.2% increase growth from 3.3%. That's the smallest increase in 3.25 years. Okay, but it's still a increase. It's still not anywhere near 2%, folks. So I don't see the need to lower rates right now. I really don't. Bostic has been ready to lower rates for 2 years now. He said he's open to a rate cut in September, noting that the central bank cannot afford to be late. Dude, you can't afford to be too early either, because you'll be back where you started. I'm open to something happen. See, now guys like this, they shouldn't be in the Fed. Speaking like this, yeah, he's just talking out of his ass. I'm open to something happening in terms of us moving before the fourth quarter. All right, let's see if it happens. There's a 64% chance of a 25% basis point hike and a 35 of a 50. I believe there's a 35% chance of a 0.25 basis point cut and a 64% of a no cut. Yeah, they're looking the same. We're not really seeing the earnings, the downside, Timothy, the downside that we experienced in the last 3 weeks caused all the sectors that were imbalanced to become balanced, which is why I'm not talking about it anymore. I was talking about them a lot when there was an imbalance, explaining to you that there's a huge imbalance between the FANG stocks and the non-FANG stocks. And then we had FANG stocks earnings, and the FANG stocks took a dump. So there's really no reason for basically what I said was going to happen happened. And now they're equalized with each other. Same thing with the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is in line now with the major indices. Before that, it was underperforming. So these crashes, these mini crashes, this 15% cool off in the QQQ. And I remember how much I was talking about the equal weighted, non-equal weighted, and then 15% down. And I'm not talking about it anymore because there's no unequalness now. Why confuse you and show you stuff that has no relevancy at this point? There you go. There you go. So again, my point is, what was I doing before the NASDAQ the QQQ dumped 15%? I was talking about it obsessively, and then they became in line with each other. Why do I need to talk about it anymore? My job is done. All right. So on the earnings, we got Walmart, Applied Materials after the close, which is going to impact semiconductors tomorrow. Tapestry, that's Coach, Deere, retail sales data released in a couple hours. We talked about all of this. That's all of this data that's coming out. And right now, futures are still up pretty good. And Lily's up $4 right now, just FYI. Manufacturing data's coming out. U.S. industrial production and manufacturing, very, very important. Jobless claims, which should be a nothing burger, but I'm very curious to see what continued claims are. That's what the Fed's been talking about. Now, why do you go through this and read this and highlight this, Roger? I mean, is it that important? Can't you just look at the SPY? Let me show you something interesting. Europe futures are up 0.25 this morning, making a third straight session of gains, supported by optimism that the Fed will soon start lowering rates. Insurance and technology stocks outperformed on Thursday. Notice I highlighted insurance in bold. What kind of stock is insurance? Financials, right? Financials, right? Okay. So I made a little highlight that financial stocks in Europe are going up. Okay. China, close higher today. Mixed bag of economic data. Insurance led the gains on Thursday. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold everything. In Europe, insurance stocks were rallying. Okay. Good to know. Ooh, look at this. In China, insurance stocks were rallying. Hey, Hedva, how are you? Japan, let's look at Japan. Close higher again. Stronger GDP data. Okay. CPI confirmed that inflation is easing. Okay. Auto and financial stocks led gains. What kind of stocks are insurance stocks? Financial stocks. Insurance stocks in China? Insurance stocks in Europe? Financial stocks in Japan? Hey, are you guys starting to see a pattern here? Notice I highlighted insurance, financials. Let's think this through now. Maybe when we're looking at our list, we're going to highlight some insurance stocks today, right? All right, we know Cisco climbed. We have a time spread on Cisco. We'll see how that's going to go. Mr. Warren Buffett increased his stake in Ulta. I know that you're all dying to know. Warren Buffett's, all the stocks that Warren Buffett is currently holding. Here they are. This is Warren Buffett's list. I know that in the next 10 seconds, you're going to make a screenshot of this. Some of you will forget to make a screenshot of it, so I'm going to post this on Telegram. There it is. Roger, how come you're not, it's on Telegram. You don't need it. I already posted it on Telegram for you. Okay. You're welcome. One second. And also, Roger, you forgot to show us how U.S. inflation is doing compared to everything else. So let me do that right now. This is how U.S. inflation is doing compared to everybody else. See, it's all on Telegram. I take care of my folks. I take care of my people here. You're welcome. See, I always think about you guys. Ulta Beauty, he's being Nike. If I had known this ahead of time, I don't have a crystal ball, but if I did, I would have probably held Foot Locker a little longer. Hey, look at this, guys. Robinhood got upgraded. What kind of stock is Robinhood? What kind of stock is Robinhood? I make it very easy for you, Wakas. All I expect you guys to be here is be loyal to me, show up on time, and post good commentary and feedback when you see people saying nonsense about me online. So, what kind of stock is Robinhood? It's a financial stock. Oh my, Progressive got upgraded by Goldman Sachs? Wait a minute, guys. Europe, insurance stocks went up. China, insurance stocks went up. Japan, financial stocks went up. Robinhood and Progressive got upgraded by real banks too. Deutsche Bank and Goldman. Do you think I'm going to be looking at financial insurance stocks today? Do you think we have an insurance stock on our list? I can't, I mean, like, the only thing I could do now is grind it up into little pieces and put it in your mouth and chew it for you. All right. How do stocks look overall? We're still in the crapper. We only have 53% of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average, right? And we have 47% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average. Matter of fact, between yesterday and today, momentum levels didn't get better yesterday. They actually got worse. So we had a positive CPI come out. So when the PPI came out, the number went from 36 to 48. But with the PPI came out, with the CPI coming out yesterday, the number actually dropped a little bit. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not great. Well, what about individual sectors? Let's take a look. Well, S&P 500's okay. You got 60%, 68%. That's looking good. Consumer discretionary is looking shitty. Excuse me. Infotech is looking crappy. Russell 2000. Can you imagine? Maybe somebody will want to short the Russell 2000 around here. You know, it looks so bad. It's actually going down, and the broad market may be going down, and the Russell is struggling. Only 53% above the 245. This is not a good index. Can you imagine? Maybe some frisky rascal would want to short the Russell 2000. You never know. How about the NASDAQ 100? 45, 48. 54, 50, still in the 50th percentile. You could push a couple of dominoes and make this into a bear market. Let's see how employment data is. Remember, healthcare stocks don't care about this stuff. Look at that. Yeah, who would short that, Rick? Right? Who in their right mind would short the Russell 2000? And why? Most importantly, why, Rick? Why? See, if you know why, you'll have a much better time holding it. Look at the bonds. I don't care what the report says. I care about how the bond market reacts. This is what the bond market's doing. It's giving us a big middle finger right now. Daily and intraday. Let's check it. How is, remember, continued claims we also care about. What about retail sales? Are they good? These are all month over month. They're not going to make a big significant difference. They're okay. Nothing really bad here. But remember, the CPI was not amazing yesterday, right? The CPI was not amazing. This isn't even worth talking about. But here we are with the bond market. This is not good for the stock market. I hate to say I told you so. Not good for the stock market. All right, let's continue. But the good thing about insurance stocks, they're not, healthcare and insurance are not as impacted by it. But this is not very bullish right here. What's it doing to stocks? Oh, stocks are moving up as a result of this report. So they're doing okay. They're not impacted too negatively as a result. We're actually breaking through the 50-day moving average right now. Look at that. But bonds are actually breaking down. Interesting. Higher yield. What about technology? Let's look at tech. Yeah, technology's moving up too. We'll see what happens. It'll be a very interesting day. Very, very interesting day. All right, let's continue here. Let's for all you bean counters over here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it all plays out. We'll see how it all plays out. But so far, bond market is saying higher rates for longer. All right, let's move on. So, as far as the broad market, as far as sentiment is concerned, I told you that interest rate sensitive stocks are not doing all that great. Look at the Russell 2000. Look at the NASDAQ 100. This is not a picture of strength right here by any stretch of the imagination. All right, what about momentum levels? All right, momentum levels are not looking too bad right now. Momentum levels to the upside here. Momentum levels to the upside. We have over 100 stocks, so we have pretty healthy momentum to the upside. Momentum levels to the downside, not doing so great. Still barely moving, but starting to come up a little bit. But again, to the upside, they're fair. They're fair momentum levels to the upside. All right. All right. What about sectors? Let's look at sectors. What's going on with sectors? Over the last 5 days, semiconductors and technology, Bitcoin, QQQ, speculative, very speculative. Russell 2000 still on the sideline. Consumer staples down. But what about the last month? Over the last month, defensive, and defensive. So the question is, are speculative stocks going to start leading again? And are we going to start seeing the semiconductors, technology, QQQ, S&P 500, which 50% of that is right here, going to lead? Or are we going to see the consumer staples and the Dow Jones lead again? So far, technology and semiconductors are really liking what we're seeing so far. Let's see if that continues. By the way, financials and healthcare are in the middle. They're nowhere at the bottom. And as far as sectors that are holding up in terms of an uptrend, see, these have been moving up fast, but look at where they're at. They're in the lower right quadrant. Look at all the sectors in the upper right quadrant right now. Healthcare, defensive. Consumer staples, defensive. Real estate, defensive. Utilities, defensive. All of those sectors that you're seeing in the last 5 days coming up, they're all doing this. They're all trying to come up from the bottom. Look at the S&P 500. You can draw a trend line right here. So be careful because, yes, over the last week, these have been rocking and rolling. No question about it. But look at it over the last month. Or the last 3 weeks, excuse me. Utilities are still leading. Real estate is still leading. This is meta. This is all meta. Consumer staples, industrial, healthcare, financials, Dow Jones. So we have to be very, 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 very carefully. Giovanni, it depends if we're in an inflationary or deflationary. Russell 2000 ticker symbol is IWR. Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on it very carefully. Let's see how TLT is doing. TLT is still breaking down. Let's see how SPY's doing. Breaking up above the 50-day line, looking really good. Which is really interesting because bonds going down means interest rates higher for longer, which means the market must be liking that right now. And that's also really good for technology stocks. All right. What about each individual sector? Okay. Still dropping, yeah. Okay, what about the stock market? As I mentioned, S&P is right at the 50-day moving average. I want to see us break above the 50-day moving average and stay above the 50-day moving average. I don't know if that'll happen, but it's happening right now in real time. QQQ is heading towards the 50-day moving average right now. Again, we have to break the 50-day moving average. Hey, you're right, Cam. We got 459. We got almost 500 people in the room. Don't forget, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. We'll see, Eagle. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Very possibly. Very, very possibly. There's definitely money coming into speculative stocks this morning. Let's look and see how semiconductors are looking this morning. Looks really good. Looks really good. Let's see how Lily's looking this morning. It's only up $8 this morning so far. Speaking of which, speaking of which, sec. Okay. All right. I just needed to check something. All right. IWM. Sorry, Francis. IWM. IWM. I meant IWM. Sorry, I got a lot of tickers to work with. So let's do intraday levels now. Let's do intraday levels. I know you guys love the intraday levels. All right. The QQQ is breaking this level right here, right now. The 464 level. Yeah, it does look good. And next level is right here. The next level up is 475. 475. Okay. On the bottom, the next level is right around 455. So you've got 475 and 455. Yeah, let's see how the markets are going to open. Nice, Hedva. Nice. I guess you like my I'm assuming you like the pit trades. I'm assuming nobody has a complaint with the pit this morning. Um Now let's do that for the SPY. The levels for the SPY. We're now approaching the 450, the 550 level right here, or right about there. Actually, just put it down right there. Yeah, 448, 450 level. The next level down is 444. Then we have 438. Then we have 433. Okay. Let me do this for the Dow and SMH. Good, Hedva. So glad to hear that. The next level on the Dow is right here, actually. I just moved all of this a little forward. Here we go. 44, 404, 405. On the downside, you've got 430, 495, 495 and 405. Okay. Remember, we still have, folks, we still have industrial, we still have industrial production right here. Big report. So don't go make, Ricky says never ever complain about the pit. Good. For the SPY, let me go there. Let's see. $556. The next level on the SPY is 556. If we break these levels. One second. The Dow here, I'll do this again. And you guys can, I'll do this again on the midday. I know you guys liked it, so I'll do it on the midday. Upper level is 404, 405 on the Dow, DIA, and then on the bottom it's 395. Yeah, Omar, 395-ish. Again, I'm not, I can't give it to you down to it because my hand shakes a little, so I can't, but somewhere right here, 494. I think you all get it. Take a screen, rewatch the video of this. Here, you can literally watch this in real time. Everything I say is accounted for. Okay. All right. So let's do the same thing on SMH. SMH, we are now, we cleared the 234.30 level. The next level is 250, 249, 250. And the next level is 258. The level below us is 223. Okay. All right. It's time for me to do my picks for the day. Yeah, everything is up right now because we got all these reports coming out. David, they all have a spread that we gave in here. Let me show you what trade he has in Lilly. He has this trade in Lilly. Go long Lilly, 1139 yesterday. Exit Lilly, $2 higher. What do I say there? I love Lilly for a swing trade, 1150. Yes, we're getting closer to the 265 level, Cam. This trade, guys, the ones I give you in the pit, where we have 1,047 people as of right now. You guys want to see my growth, my trend line? Hey, you guys got to see this. This is really cool. I'm going to brag a little bit right now. I want to show you guys something. Look at my trend line. Look at my trend line in growth in the pit. From May 25th till July. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We love the pit. If you're not in the pit, you're missing out on Uncle Roger's. All right, let's do our short side first. Yes, I know. I've been giving you a lot of losers in the pit. A lot of losers in the pit. Yes. Yes. There we go. All right. So my short side, Etsy. I'm going to make this quick so I can get to work. Somebody's got to pay Clyde's bills around here. That's nice, Carlos. Hey, we took 4 profits yesterday from programs that were not related to the pit, by the way, yesterday. All the winners came from non-pit trade. This is just all gravy. NXT, BHP, downtrend. Albemarle. Huh. Who made money on this stock yesterday? And who called a 5% down move on this stock yesterday? Ricky, I think why don't we see today, and we'll get a bunch of testimonials, Ricky, for the swing trade, because people are going to close it out this morning because I'm going to send them an alert. So we'll know what they got. Maybe I'll repost some on the pit, all right? And today in the VIP room, I'm going to show you how you could have taken advantage of Lily with like $2 or $3 spreads instead of paying $900. Does that sound good? If it does, here's the link to the VIP room. Also, don't forget customer service live. Customer service live from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every single day. All right. Arch. I'm still short. I'm still bearish Albemarle, although we took a nice gain on weekly cash flow on it. Arch, STAA, another short. You remember, and look, a lot of overlap here, right? A lot of overlap. Almost every day has overlap with the previous day. Does that mean it's a bad stock? No, it just means that we need to be careful with it. You'll have it. Tell Matt to consult first regarding Albemarle. He made a big boo-boo on Albemarle. He told you guys to get out when it was going against you. But yesterday we made you all good. We made it all good. Everybody got their 20% on Albemarle. So again, just to say the fact there's nothing wrong with these stocks. They just have a lot of overlap. So when you're selling or buying these stocks, just make sure you're aware of that. So if you see drawdowns, you're not going to get scared. A-line shortlist trade. A-line shortlist trade. Attention, Brian, A-line shortlist trade. Potentially right here. TJ Maxx. Breakdown on aisle 9. Just like to see a little more of a breakdown. But that's an A-line short trade. Another A-line short trade. Google. Rochelle did a $5 spread. How did you end up on it, Rochelle? How did you do on it, Rochelle? Give us some numbers. You did okay. I'll go through it today. I'll go through it today in the VIP room, David. We'll go through it together. Alphabet. Look at Alphabet. It still has a little bit to go to get to its fair value for the year, VWAP, and I think it's going to break and go to the 200. This is no good. This is why I'm so fearful of technology stocks. What's happening with Google is what I'm afraid of happening with all. This is what I spent 20 minutes trying to explain to you yesterday, that be careful with semiconductors because they can all start looking like this. See here, see how it looks like it's going up and then boom. Well, Rochelle, when you do, would you please let me know? Do we have a deal, Rochelle? I give you good trades and you let me know how much money you make on them. I'm just messing with you, Rochelle. PGNY. Looks like a stinker. All right, let's now talk about the long side. ALL. Hey, guys, what kind of stock is ALL? It's an insurance stock. Insurance stock. What did I say about financials and insurance stocks today? What kind of stock is CBOE? It's a financial stock. What kind of stock is ICE? ICE baby, which I've been talking about for about 2 weeks now. You guys did it right. $5 spread. You guys did it right. We'll talk about it quite a bit. This is a financial stock. All right. What about this stock? Brown and Company. What kind of stock is that? Rich, we bought Shopify yesterday. We went long Shopify yesterday. You know that, right? Brown, bro. How about a little how about another financial stock? Yes, RTY is higher too. How about another financial stock? So are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Look at that. AON looks beautiful. All right. How about X? X looks really good. And it's above the year-to-date VWAP. Look, guys, it's above the year-to-date VWAP. You know what's interesting? We got 461 people here, and I haven't heard one complaint yet. Guys, can you give me some? Okay, how about this? What am I not doing that's making you happy? Can you tell me what am I doing that's not making you happy? Because we got 460 people, and so far I've gotten nothing but fantastic feedback. How about some negative feedback? Am I doing something bad? Don't go buying 10 financial. No. Just buy one financial stock. Just one. How about some gold stocks? Now, I'm going to give you 2 gold stocks. Doesn't mean you should be buying 2 gold stocks. Is there anything I should be doing better? Mark, Albemarle dropped 5% yesterday. We took a 22% gain on it. Jody, that's on you. You should press the gearbox right here at the bottom of your screen and make it to 1080. Raymond says slow down. All right. Good, Penny. Good. Getting out too early sometimes. Okay. Keep in mind, Rick, a lot of folks get out. A lot of folks wait after me to get out. So I like AEM and I like AU. I like these 2 gold stocks. Now, this is an interesting one. This is a Japanese or a Chinese gold stock. It's an ADR, but look at how it's been moving. Let's look at the statistics here. Gold mining in Africa. I like that. And it's a fake asset. It's an ADR, so it should be very liquid on the options. A class for beginners on how to manage trades. Okay, that sounds good. And Trupanion. That's all I've got for you guys for today. Oh, no, I got something else. I've got a couple of more. TransUnion, not Trupanion, TransUnion, and CFG. That is a financial stock. Yeah, I know, but I am glued to the channel. That's the thing. All right. Found treasures still have not recovered from FedEx. I don't even remember the FedEx trade we took. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate that. You should be canonized. Okay. Citizen Bank. This is an A-line pullback, which looks okay. I prefer it to be a little higher up here, but it is a financial, and I really like financials today. And the last one is this one here. This is, and I got to get out of here. Colgate-Palmolive. I like this stock. I like how it's touching the A-line right now. Yeah, I just don't remember. We did so many. What's your what percentage of your 95% win rate in the pit are also winners based on swing? Michael, that's a good idea. I would say about, I don't know, but maybe someone here can tell you. The numbers that I hear about 85, 90%. Can anybody answer Michael Mengano's question? Yes, XLF is my favorite sector. Focus more on swing trade than day trade. So you want me to change my pit to something that it's not? I see. Can somebody answer Michael's question? What percentage of my I just don't remember it. We do so many trades in there. So Rick says about 90%. So Michael Mangano, I can't answer your question. My feedback says anywhere from 80 to 85%. Rick says about 90%. I don't know, but others can tell you because a lot of them do trade that way. I know that virtually everyone. I know that. All right, folks, it was a pleasure. Make sure to join me at 11 o'clock today. We're going to do that debit spread session today. Here is the link. Somebody asked me about ONEOK. Let's look at ONEOK. Yeah, I gave this yesterday. I mean, it's still, there's nothing wrong with this stock. A lot of people do swing, but I do the both. So again, Michael, it's, I don't know, but folks here do because a lot of them take those trades. Most of them do really well. Like, look, I know that there are at least half of people here who only do swing trades in the pit. Can somebody give Michael feedback? So, guys, can you give Michael feedback? Roughly speaking, what percentage of your swing trades from the pit are accurate? Jim just says keep doing what you're doing. I'll have a time spread session. I haven't had one yet. I like PGR. All right. I will see you guys later. Any questions? Here's my email address. Roger, I got to get to work, guys. Love you all. Send me feedback. Let me know how you did on Lily after we close it today near the open. Hopefully the numbers will be good, and I'll see you guys. Hedva says only swing 95%. So, Michael, I don't know how to answer your question. I'm only giving you what people are posting here. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care.